Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy Ghost and today I have another top video for you. Let's get into the information. This week in Destiny, we're getting ready for Saladin coming back to the tower. Not with a vengeance, thankfully, but with his Iron Banner, which is a bit different this time. More about that after we check out our list of topics today. Act 2 of Echo starts July 16th. A special artist of the week contest, Iron Banner, is almost here. Cosplay Khavostov, be part of our Pride celebrations, and Bungie Bounty for Good is here. Act 2 starts July 16th. After touching base with our old friend Failsafe, starting an investigation into the Vex on Nessus, we found that something is not quite right. The revelations of Act 1 will drive your investigation even further into the Nessus in Act 2 when it launches on July 16th. To make sure you're equipped with the latest intel, we'll be hosting a developer live stream ahead of time to preview the new content that's coming. We'll have more details of the timing of that live stream for you soon. Okay, so we will cover that like normal. This is the art contest. We skip past those. If you guys want to read it, you can pause right here to read. We'll read it. How about some Echo's art? To celebrate that we're in the middle of the first episode and that we've just finished this first act, how about we do something special? This community is filled to the brim with amazing artists, and we'd love to celebrate your talent every opportunity we can get. We have an artist of the week and movie of the week picks in every tweet because of that, but this time we wanted something more thematic and focused. So this is a call for all artists everywhere to represent their favorite moment during Act 1, an epic fight against Vex, check a representation of your favorite lore pieces so far, wonderful, a cozy Saint Osiris scene, can't wait to see it, some crazy situation with Failsafe, we're to blame for that one probably, just do what you do best and give us a take on the new narrative unfolding in the world of Destiny 2. Just remember to use the hashtag Echoes AOTW so we can find your contributions. Those selected will be included in a future tweet, and their authors will earn both the regular Art of the Week emblem and the new incredibly cool photo you know the freaking word I'm trying to say. Ionization emblem. There you go, Gante. Good job. Proud of you. I guarantee y'all, I'm giving y'all a 200 IQ video. I need y'all to draw Failsafe having a daydream of all the stuff. Remember in like the first week, she's like, Sabathun, the witness, fishing. I need y'all to do like a big visual art piece of her like imagining us doing all this stuff, and you're gonna win Art of the Week. I want reparations. You win. I don't even know if that's the right word to be used. Twice the Iron Banner, the Titan previously known as Iron Lord Saladin, now Valis forward to the fork of the Cabal Empire. We'll be back at the tower next week with the new edition of Iron Banner. Given that Iron Banner is one of our most ancient traditions, one would think an old ward beast cannot learn some new tricks, but that couldn't be further from the truth. To begin, Iron Banner will now be a 2-week event in the main PvP focus for that time. Players will be able to earn rewards, climb ranks, hone their PvP skills with one game mode during the first week, and then another game mode in the second. In the first iteration of Iron Banner for Echoes, the first game mode available is Control, and the second one will be Tribute. In Season 23, we experimented with a system that enabled players to select from either Control or rotating game modes Fortress, Eruption, and Tribute whenever Iron Banner was active. Players being able to choose which game mode they wanted to play was nice to have, but it was a departure from the way we had previously handled the modes, and splitting the player base in half has a negative effect on both matchmaking times and match quality. These drawbacks meant that it was not sustainable over the long term, and paired with a new model of running 2 different modes back to back felt extenuous, so we're returning to the previous system of 1 mode each week. That kind of sucks. I guess I got to get all my work in during Control, because Tribute not bad. I kind of like Tribute. There will be 2 weapons added to the Iron Banner during Echoes. The first weapon is a renewed Criminal's Dagger. It's still a kinetic aggressive hand cannon, but now it comes with a small bump to its stats and a perk like Precision Instrument or Kill Clip. The other weapon available is Claws of the Wolf, a rapid-fire frame void pulse rifle with the fan-favorite perks like Head Seekers and Moment, although the new perks like To the Pain is worth checking out too. Getting many rolls of these weapons will be easier too. You'll still need to unlock them first to drop by getting ranks 4 and 7 with Saladin, but then you'll have a good chance to earn as a post-match rewards, with wins now guarantee a random drop of Iron Banner weapon, while also having a very high chance to award an Iron Banner engram on top of that. As for defeats, both weapons and engrams have a higher drop rate too, so you can either get a roll you want from chasing as a random drop or by focusing on engrams as Saladin. Those of you looking to be one of Saladin's favorites once more might want to give the title for Iron Lord one more time. Wearing Iron Banner gear, using Iron Banner emblem, and completing Saladin's daily challenges will get you there faster, as these give you reputation boosts. If this is your first time parking in the most ancient PvP ritual among Guardians, don't worry. Focus on the objective, be a good teammate, and you will have Saladin's attention soon enough. Okay, so they already dropped their update for this. People are pissed that Iron Banner is 2 weeks. So let's read it. This is from Destiny GTM. Thanks for the feedback concerning our new Iron Banner schedule. To be transparent, this is a sort of experiment as we fill out the new episode/act structure. Under this new cadence of Iron Banner appearing for 2 weeks in a row, Trials of Osiris will experience fewer interruptions over the course of that act. In the past, Iron Banner would appear once every few weeks. Now Trials of Osiris will appear 7 to 8 weekends in a row before the next Iron Banner weekend begins. You'll still have the same amount of Trials and Iron Banner to play. This is just a change on how things are scheduled. We'll be watching feedback as things goes live. Okay, so I kind of get it. I think my only issue is I don't really like. I've gotten so used to control that I really don't want to play any game mode. Sometimes I just literally just want to turn my brain off and just go slay out and capture some points. I think Tribute is fine, but once we start to get like Rift and Eruption, yeah, that could be kind of annoying. Some people might just want to play control. You might see I'm guessing this now, sadly, we might see a big drop off of players going into that second week. People might just want to only play control. You know how Bungie, not even Bungie, you know how Destiny players get when they're forced to play into something that they don't want to do. AKA, look at Pathfinder. Sandbox update. We are hard at work on the mid-episode balance update, and we'll have more details to share on that later. However, a handful of things have jumped out early issues in the Crucible, and we wanted to get those addressed sooner rather than later. Khavostov. Recoil. This should come as no surprise to anyone who has used this beloved bullet bouncing auto. That is, there's something different about the recoil. This is the result of a bug. We intended to reduce only the recoil of the special ricochet rounds by 50%, but it was instead applied to the entire magazine, effectively giving Khavostov maximum stability and made the gun substantially easier to use over other auto rifles, and has predictably led to a huge spike in effectiveness in the Crucible. Many players who have had the weapon have commented on how good it feels in the current state, and we don't want to remove the exotic feeling entirely, but the level is objectively too strong compared to all other weapons in the sandbox. We will be removing the bugged effect that reduces recoil by 50%, but as a middle ground, we have increased the base stability by 30 to 72. This will give back some, not all, of the stable feel without leaving it so far out of the band. Okay. Yeah, it did feel a bit too stable. I think it had like no recoil, so I kind of get it. Ricochet shots. While the bouncing rounds are fun for PvE, they are proving to be a bit problematic balancing issue in PvP. With very high uptime and the ability to buff by orbs, the damage they deal both on initial impact and the returning bounces allow Khavostov to naturally drop its time to kill to a level usually reserved for more difficult to trigger damage perks. We want to avoid impacting PvE with this change, so we've reduced the initial bounce impact against players from 15 to 5%. Oh Lord. We've also reduced the bouncing bullet damage against players from only 18.4 to 4.6, leaving PvE unchanged. These changes will retain the uptime of the peak in the Crucible, but bring down this effectiveness more in line. This sounds like a nerf. From 15, so impact. We've reduced the initial bonus impact damage against players from only 15% to 5%, and from 18.4 damage to 4.6 damage. Okay, so it'll change the TTK, but not like as big as a TTK change now. So I guess, I mean, if they're nerfing Khavostov, they are nerfing Red Death too, because it's gonna be right in line. Recoil. Lurking just under Khavostov's coated surface of the current weapons meta is Red Death. As many observant players have noticed, there's also something special about Red Death's recoil pattern. Unlike Khavostov, this was not a bug though. It was an intentional connection between the original Destiny variant of the weapon, which, like Outbreak Perfected, utilized auto rifle recoil patterns. Yeah, we thought so. Instead of something more severe, the more severe post rifle ones, giving them a tighter burst spread and higher ease of use. While Red Death is not far out of the line in terms of strength, the high impact family and post rifles itself is very strong, and having all that bonus ability provided the special recoil pattern feels like overkill. Understandable. So we have experimented with several different tuning options. It's completely replacing the recoil with the standard pulse rifle recoil felt like it shifted the gun too far away from its origins. So we have instead chosen to reduce the added stability that pattern provides. This will align the burst spread more closely with other pulses while retaining as much of the unique feel as possible. So this is just something I gotta play with, bro. Because normally, as a normie like me, I might not even feel the difference of it, but we shall see. Speaker Science, orb generation. As it stands, it's currently too easy to generate extreme number of orbs in Crucible using this exotic. This plays into several different build crafting levers and is making it feel like it's the only choice in combining competitive and trials lobbies. While we would like to retain the ability to generate orbs in Crucible to allow players to lean into a healer fantasy, the current volume is not healthy for the sandbox. As a short-term solution, would be disabling the orb generation part of the exotic in Crucible only. Longer term, we will revisit allowing the weapon to create orbs more stable. Is it possible? Could they just make it so that it generates small orbs in Crucible? Like, y'all know that there's a big difference between someone getting like 7 orbs out of a super and then someone getting an orb out of a mod and then someone getting like those really small ones. Is it possible for them to get like a small one that's still a bump in super energy, but not like the big orbs that they drop now, and make it only for PvE or PvP? Or they can make it so to where it's the same often, like the same like speed of it happens, the same, I know the word oftenness is not a word, but I'm gonna use it, the same oftenness as it is right now in Crucible, but make it the smaller orbs in PvP, make it like it happens more often in PvE, but it's still the small orbs. If you can't, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. Oh my God. Future! The freaking SpongeBob reference. The changes to Iron Banner and the sandbox are not the only thing we have planned. We'll have more to talk about before the mid-episode patch, so keep an eye out for that. We don't want to give too much away while things are still in flux, but we've got several quality of life features to roll out and Destiny 2 reprise map coming in the next episode, some UI updates, and the help to clarity, and the big feature that will heads down. We're heads down working on for our 3rd episode, and we can't wait to serve all of you. Witness cosplay, this is an amazing cosplay. Ooh. Pause to read all this. Isn't really much to talk about. Bounty, Bounty, you good? This is just another Bungie Foundation Bungie Bounty video, so that's cool. Let's do for known issues. Pony error update. We believe we have solved the issue involving the pony error code. You may now go into the settings and turn public fire team invites, text chat, and Bungie friend requests back on if you'd like. Raid jacking and bag extension. Players will now have until July 9th to defeat the Witness and Salvation's Edge to earn the chance to purchase the raid jacket and raid sling bag Bungie rewards at the Bungie store. Post-extension cutscene. An epilogue option is now available in the difficulty selection menu for extension activity. This allows players to rewatch the final cinematic of the final shape. Known issues. While we continue to investigate the various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that we reported to us on our hashtag help forum. We're investigating reports that some players can't access Trials of Osiris or obtain rewards in Chain 14. Some players are unable to see any shapes on the wall in the very encounter inside the Salvation Edge raid. Players and or weapons sometimes aren't loading properly in multiple areas of the game. Some players who will complete the Lightfall campaign on Legend difficulty are not receiving their exotic rewards. Okay. I had one earlier today, like I think like yesterday when I was playing Crucible. Sometimes I'll get my prismatic, both my bars will be full, but it won't connect, so I can't prop Transcendence. Kind of weird. This is wonderful art, by the way. Before we leave, be advised that the next Twitch won't be published on July 4th. We won't be around that day as it is a national holiday in the United States, so our studio is closed. Don't worry though, we're just moving it a day after instead of, so watch for it on Friday, July 5th. And that's all for today. We hope you are enjoying your time in the game. There's a lot of going on in Nessus right now, and Failsafe will be more than happy to have you around every time. Don't keep her rating. Okay, so overall, this is a pretty good swap. Let me know what you guys think about Iron Banner for 2 weeks. I can already promise, like I said before, there's going to be a big drop off when it comes to week 2, because not a lot of people want to play anything other control. That's why the option for it to be there was really good. I understand why, because it kind of splits the player base, but I still wish it was there. Let me know what you guys think about this swap in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and remember, stay spooky. Peace.